This is my review of set 75310, Duel on Mandalore. This set had, because it's retired, 147 pieces and retailed for $20 in the US. Now, however, if you want to get this sealed again, I mean, it'll probably be around $20 because it wasn't the best set, but it'll probably be like maybe $25 for this. So we're going to find out if $25 is worth that price. Let's take a closer look. Our first minifigure up is Ahsoka Tano. So, I love this Ahsoka minifig. She's got her orange arms for her sleeveless shirt. And she's got her dual blue lightsabers here. You can take one and make it go backwards if you want. But I choose to keep mine in both forward position. You can do what you want though if you get the set or if you have it. And I'm glad that LEGO gave her some leg printing there. I just think that adds a bit more detail. And same with the torso here. It's a bit hard to get her headpiece off, but you wouldn't really be taking that off unless you're switching the head, which we'll talk about that in a second. But moving to the torso, I love the torso print because it does like moving throughout. And then you can see on the back here, we got a bit more torso print on there. And then Ahsoka's great because she has this face here, like this smiling face. And then she's got like this angry face. But yeah, so then to put back the headpiece, you just slide it back on like this. Now, as I said, it is a bit tough to take off, but I also haven't really taken it off before, so that's probably a bit why. So yeah, it's a pretty good minifigure, and it comes at a close second, even though there's, only 2 minifigures in this set. Our second and my favorite minifigure, though, is probably Darth Maul. So, I love his prints on his legs. I love, they gave him some metal feet printing here. And I love that they chose to give him his body in gunmetal gray. I just think, for Darth Maul, that's a good color for him, instead of going, like, black. Like, he does have some black printing on, like, his torso and his robes. He's got his, like, red skin there, patterns. He's got his mechanical belt there that, like, connects his torso and his robotic legs. Well, it doesn't actually. The only thing connecting them is just some Lego legs here. But really, what's connecting them, like, in the show, what's connecting them is, like, that thing there. But then he has his lightsaber here, double-bladed, because it's Darth Maul. And I think they did a good job of this, because like there's 2 lightsaber blades for Maul, and then 2 lightsaber blades for Ahsoka. So yeah, I think this was a pretty even match between Maul and Ahsoka. But yeah, I love that they gave Maul the actual horn pieces instead of like just putting a cloak on him like they've done in the past. And yeah, there's nothing more I have to say about this because they just used the same Darth Maul headpiece here. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite figure in this set, by far. Our little side build here is the Mandalorian prison cell thing. And I love this sticker here. But what I found is that in some sets, like, one of my friends got this set, and their sticker was actually lighter than this. Like, I could barely see some of the prints on this. And this gray part here was just a bit lighter. So I just think that's a bit interesting that they had a color difference there. But yeah, it's a pretty standard build. It's got like some walls here, and of course you can see these hinges here so that you can actually open it up, and you can take someone like Darth Maul and you can actually put him in here. And now the cool part is the door, it does close flush there, but the coolest part is that they did the sticker so that only his eyes are peering out. Well, the eyes on his face, of course. I mean, as long as he doesn't have any eyes otherwhere else, And the main build here is the Mandalorian throne. So, the main part of it, the throne, is like this big built part. And it's got that sticker detail down there. And you can take someone like Darth Maul, and you can have him sit down right here. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And something else, like if Ahsoka had knocked out Darth Maul's lightsaber, then Darth Maul, like there's this little piece here that if you just push that out, then you can just pull this out, and it reveals this tiny little compartment here, which that actually has a little pistol. So after Darth Maul lost his lightsaber, you could give the pistol to him, and he could try to shoot Ahsoka. She'd like block it, and then you could chop off the thing from his hand. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So easy to put that back in. All I want to do is just set it, make sure it's inside the grooves here, and then you'll want to make sure that the higher side goes in like this, and then you slide it in just like so. And then it's not exactly flush. Like on this side, it's harder to tell, but on this side, there's like more of a gap. I don't like that. It's not really symmetry, but I mean, I guess that's as good as we got. So I like the floor as it rises here. I think that just adds a bit of depth. And one last thing before we move to the to a play feature. I love how they used these orange flower pieces for like the lights. I think that just looks really good and accurate to what we see in the show. So yeah, and we got like these patterns over here for like the bricks. And the play feature is you can take Darth Maul, and just like he goes in the show, whenever Ahsoka like proves that she's more of a challenge than Maul thought, you can make Maul like jump through the window, because the window's on this hinge piece here, so that like. But something I don't like is like if you pick this up like this and like just shake it around a bit, it falls out. Like it's not the sturdiest thing. I wish it was just a bit more harder of a connection, well, I mean more tighter connection. And so yeah, I do like this. For $20, I think it's probably worth it. Let's zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts. I think this was a great buy for $20 back in the day. And today, for like $25, I'm not sure if this is worth $25. I mean, you're only getting 147 pieces for $25. But if you find this for $20, it's a great gift for kids. I mean, kids love these things. Like, just a tiny little build, and it's not really that complex to build. Plus this cool little feature here that they can move. Like, it'd be fun to just like do that. I can see how kids would find that fun. Plus, you get these cool minifigs, a Darth Maul that we haven't seen in a couple years. I'm pretty sure this was the last time Darth Maul came in a Lego set. But yeah, so that's all I have to say. So I'll see you all next time.